Tanner's on the line in Yuba City, California. Tanner, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hey, Ken. Thanks for having me.
Sure. How can I help?
Hey, so I'm a young guy. I'm 24, and I just got out of a job that I thought would be my sweet spot, and now I'm looking towards something else. And I've got a lot of people around me, a lot of connections, and I'm just wondering how to start these conversations once I get them to coffee. What kind of questions should I be asking the people who are experts in the field that I want to be in?
Okay, great. So you do know the field you want to get into, and you know the people that are in those fields.
Yes.
Okay, great. So first thing you need to ask is, there's no particular order. Let me give you a couple basics. And these apply to you and to a lot of people when you're having these initial proximity conversations with people that are doing what you want to do. I think you want to ask, hey, as a 24-year-old who wants to be in this field, and I think I want to be in this position in the field, what do you think is the best path? That's a good question. Another question is, what do you love most about what you do? Okay. That's after, by the way, you ask them, tell me about your role, what you do day to day. Then the follow-up is, what do you love most about it? What do you not like about it? What do you think about qualifications? Is there, what do you think is the best way to get qualified? That kind of is a follow-up to that. What's the best path? What you want to learn from them is what do they do? How do they do it? What do they love about it? What do they not love about it? What was their path? What do they think they would change about their path? You starting to track with me?
Yeah. Just kind of learn everything there is to know about what they do. Everything.
That's not difficult. But I gave you some sample questions. I'm just popping really quick. Those weren't necessarily in order. But you get it. My point is, you have to treat yourself like you're an investigator, and you are trying to be able to give a oral report. Can you give a 5-minute oral report on their career? Because if you can do that, you've gotten the answers that you need. And,
awesome.
and here's the deal. There's a temptation for you to say, hey, can you help me? And I think that's okay, but it would be at the very end. After you have said, hey, thank you for doing this. I really appreciate the time. This is massively important. If you think of anything else that you think I need to know that just pops in your head, would you shoot me an email or a text or call me? Because I really value your experience and your wisdom and your knowledge. And listen, if something opens up that you think might be a good opportunity for me to connect with somebody else, I'd love to connect with them. Would you make connections for me? You're not saying, hey, go get me a job. You're coming at it that way. And here's what's going to happen. That person is going to feel honored, and that person is going to feel like, hey, this is a humble and hungry and smart dude, and I'm going to have my radar up, and I'm going to be looking for an opportunity to help out Tanner. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Now, listen, Tanner, if you do what I just told you, you're not going to believe the results. And by the way, it's a rinse and repeat. You don't just do that once and go, well, I checked that off the list. No, you need to do that multiple times. I can't tell you how many people I met with. I'll bet it was close to 20 people early on when I knew that broadcasting was the path. And I was just meeting with anybody and everybody and was just interviewing them. It was huge for me with information and relationships.